In the previous session of the lipids, I discussed about the definition and biomedical importance of lipids. In this session, I will be taking up the classification of the lipids. The objective of this session is, at the end of this session, the learner shall be able to classify lipids. Okay. Now, before taking up the classification of lipids, let us talk about some aspects of lipids. Lipids contain fatty acid. They are esters of the fatty acids. Fatty acids in combination with alcohol or fatty acid plus alcohol, okay, plus additional groups. In addition to the fatty acids and alcohol, there may be additional groups are present, or hydrolyzed products of above two groups. What are those? Fatty acids plus alcohol combination, or fatty acids plus alcohol or additional groups. Okay, now we'll take up the classification of lipids. Lipids can be classified into 4 groups. What are those 4 groups? The first one is simple lipids. Simple lipids. Okay. The second one is compound lipids or complex lipids. Compound or complex lipids. Okay. The third one is derived lipids. Derived lipids. Okay. The fourth one is miscellaneous. Okay. Miscellaneous group. Okay. Simple lipids, compound or complex lipids, derived lipids, and miscellaneous. This is the first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. Okay. Now, we'll take one by one now. The first, we will take up simple lipids. The simple lipids, what are those simple lipids? Simple lipids are esters of fatty acids. The combination of fatty acid plus alcohol, that is simple lipid. Okay. This is further classified into neutral fat. Neutral fat. The example is triacylglycerol. Triacylglycerol is storage lipid that we call it TAZ. The next one is waxes. In this waxes, again, there is a long chain alcohol combination with the fatty acid and one. Okay. Then, here, the waxes, again, we further classify into true waxes and wax-like substance. Wax-like substance. In a true wax, we have lanolin, okay, then beeswax, lanolin and beeswax. Okay, then wax-like substance, okay, we can have. So there are cholesterol esters, vitamin A esters. Okay, then vitamin D esters. Okay, so these are simple lipids. The next we will take up the complex lipids. The complex lipids can be further classified into phospholipids, okay, glycolipids, and lipoproteins. Glycolipids and lipoproteins. Okay. Then, in between, also, we can further add another group that we call it sulfolipids. Of course, sulfolipids, so they are part of the glycolipids. Let us, for the clarification, we will place another subclass. In the phospholipids, again, two different classes are there based on which type of alcohol is present. If glycerol is present, we call it glycerophospholipids. Glycerophospholipids. Okay. If it is spingol is present, spingophospholipid. Phospholipid. Okay. Spingophospholipids. Spingophospholipids, the example is spingomyelin. Spingomyelin. Okay. Again, these glycerophospholipids, okay, it is further classified, again subclassified into nitrogenous base containing like choline, ethanolamine, okay, they are the nitrogenous bases. Nitrogenous base containing. Okay, so can we have the examples? Yes, there are many examples are there. Phosphatidyl choline. Phosphatidyl, okay, choline. It is also known as lecithin. Then this is phosphatidyl ethanolamine. This is called cephalin. Ethanolamine. This is called cephalin. Then phosphatidyl serine. Okay. Then there is also another group is present. We call plasmalogens. Ether containing lipids. Then the second one is non-nitrogenous base containing lipids. So again we have here phosphatidyl. Okay, inositol. There is no nitrogenous base. It acts as a second messenger. Then phosphatidyl glycerol. It is surfactant found along with dipalmityl lecithin. Then diphosphatidyl glycerol. It is called cardiolipin, rich in mitochondria. These are non-nitrogenous base, okay, containing lipids. Then next one is we'll take up glycolipids. The glycolipids, they are also called the glycospingolipids. As far as glycolipids are concerned, glycospingolipids. Glycospingolipids, there are cerebrosides. Like glucose cerebroside and galactocerebroside, then globosides, and then gangliosides. Gangliosides are there. They have a very important role as a membrane receptors. Okay, glycolipids, they are sulfolipids. Okay, sulfolipids. Then in the sulfolipids, sulfocerebroside. See, sulfocerebroside. Sulfocerebroside. Okay, then sulfogloboside, sulfoganglioside, like that. Okay, etc. Okay. Then lipoproteins. So there are another group of lipids like chylomicrons. They are combination with the proteins. And then VLDL, LDL, and HDL. Okay, these are the complex lipids. Next, we go to the derived lipid. In the derived lipid, when we talk about derived lipid, there are many derived lipids are there. They are the hydrolyzed product. Okay, they are obtained from simple or complex lipids. So they are, as I said, there are many are there. So from the hydrolysis. So derived lipids, we have fatty acid, we have cholesterol, fatty acids, and then cholesterol. Okay. And again glycerol also. Glycerol, that is the derived lipid, and spingol. Spingol. The derived lipid hydrolyzed products. So when they are hydrolyzed products, derived lipids, whatever the hydrolyzed products which are present, so they can be added to the derived lipid. Okay. So like also we can add vitamin D, alcohol, vitamin A, like that. Okay. So then next one is miscellaneous. If lipids are not fit into any of these three categories, they are placed under the miscellaneous lipids. Miscellaneous lipids. Okay. Then these miscellaneous lipids are like squalene. It is squalene. We come across in the cholesterol metabolism. Okay. Like that. Squalene and other petroleum products, like that. Okay. Also, as I said, in some of the books, there are this vitamin A, D, E, K also added in this one. Vitamin A, D, E, and K. Okay. So, like that, there are many classifications are there. Either this vitamin A, D, E, K, you can also show here. Also, you can show here. Okay. Let me now summarize. In this session, we have taken up the classification of lipids. The objective was, at the end of the session, the learner shall be able to classify lipids. Okay. Before taking up the lipids, we have explained what will be the different combinations. Fatty acids plus alcohol, or fatty acids, alcohol and additional groups, that is one thing, and or hydrolyzed products of these above both. Okay. Then lipids are classified into simple lipids, those which contain fatty acid and alcohol, then compound or complex lipids, so as they contain fatty acid, okay, alcohol, okay, alcohol plus, okay, other groups, that is based on that one. We have classified, we have put them into the compound or complex lipids. Derived lipids, so they are derived from the simple or compound lipids on hydrolysis. Then miscellaneous group. Okay, miscellaneous group. Simple lipids are subclassified into neutral fat, waxes. Neutral fat, this is the lipid which is in combination with the fatty acids, in combination with the glycerol. So that is triacyl glycerol TAC. That means glycerol containing 3 fatty acids. Then waxes again, true and wax-like substance. True wax and wax-like substances. Lanolin, beeswax, like that. And so wax-like substances, cholesterol esters, vitamin D esters, vitamin A esters, vitamin D esters. Then next we went to the compound lipids. We took up the compound lipids. Phosphorus containing lipids, carbohydrate containing lipids, okay, then sulfolipids and lipoproteins. Okay, these sulfolipids also can be added as a part of the glycolipids. Okay, then the phospholipids further classified into glycerophospholipids, glycerol containing phospholipids, spingol alcohol containing phospholipids. Okay, then sphingophospholipid, example is sphingomyelin, rich in the nervous tissue. Glycerophospholipids again further classified into nitrogenous base. It is what we call nitrogenous base containing or non-nitrogenous base containing. Okay, then the phosphatidylcholine and phosphatidylethanolamine, phosphatidylserine, okay, plasmalogens. The non-nitrogenous phospholipids are containing alcohol, okay, inositol, okay, glycerol, phosphatidylinositol, diphosphatidyl that is we call it, this is common name is cardiolipin. Okay, then we took up glycolipids. The glycolipids, so there are glycosphingolipids, okay, then as I said, sulfolipids also can be put in as further subclass. So sulfolipids, okay, and the glycosphingolipids, there are silbrosides, okay, globosides, gangliosides, again, sulfolipids, sulfosilbrosides, sulfoglobosides, sulfogangliosides. Okay, then next we said there are other group is there, that is lipoprotein. Combination with the proteins, there are chylomicrons, VLDL, LDL, HDL. Okay, then next one is derived lipids obtained from the simple and complex lipids on hydrolysis, fatty acids, cholesterol, glycerol, spingol, of course vitamin D, A, E, K. So there is some difference from one book to another book. This vitamin A, D, E, K, they are also put into the miscellaneous group. What is the miscellaneous group? those lipids which cannot be categorized into either simple, compound or derived lipids, they are put under the miscellaneous group. Of course, in the derived lipid, we can also add steroids, an important class. This is about the classification of lipids, how the lipids are classified into different classes. Okay, in the next session, we'll take up some other aspects of lipids. Okay, thank you very much.